Yo, so what was Halliburton doing on that last play though? Like,
which one? When you fumbled it?
Yeah, he just was like.
He tried to do a move. He lost the ball. Like, y'all watch him, he lost the ball.
Go downhill. What are you doing?
Try the first thing he messaged. Nobody told him about, like, you gotta know your personnel. Why are you trying to size up Drew Holiday?
One as we approach a minute remaining. Halliburton. Holiday harassing him. And Halliburton goes crashing and lost the ball. Celtics will get it. Just under a minute remaining. Halliburton chasing White. White continues down a lane, up to Tatum. Sidestep, three-pointer, puts it up. Bang! Burton will inbound. Siakam comes to the ball. Brown right on top of him. Siakam the drive, spins in the paint, lost the ball, picked up by Brown. Brown in the front court.
And Jaylen Brown has made a number of key defensive plays in the second half, none bigger than this. They tried to get Siakam to his right hand. He stays in front and just takes the basketball from him.
Yo, No Credit Fam, what it do, baby? We are back with another EP. It's EP 15 on the way. You got DC checking in.
It's your boy MT, the GOAT, man.
I'm
live direct.
My bad. It's boy AD, man. Excuse me.
And we here. We gonna talk basketball, fellas and ladies. Talking basketball. We're finally in the conference finals, West Conference Finals, Eastern Conference Finals. If you didn't tune in yesterday, it was a great game yesterday between Boston Celtics and Indiana Pacers.
Shout out my brother. Big shot.
JB.
Big shot.
Shout out Celtics.
Big shot.
They up 1-0. Bro, that was terrible.
Yeah, overall, and this is why you can't trust Boston, man. We're gonna talk about it real quick. That's why I don't trust them, because the fact that Al Horford set the tone early, in my opinion, if you watch the game.
Yes.
It came out how he sort of started rolling, he seemed energetic, and from that, I thought they were going to start rolling. Mm-hmm. But then at the same time, Indiana hit like a lot of shots that would go in. That banking three that
he made 4
Halliburton three, yeah, I was like,
I need that.
It's just like when Goldberg had that fadeaway against
that was nasty.
When you shots like that go in, this is what you can do.
You know what's going on.
You can't do much. You can't do much. So I just figured, I'd be in for a long night. And I seen a tweet where it was like, JT could be the best player if he just remembers he's 6'10". Like, if he just, plays like it, because who guarding him? They don't, Pascal's not going to guard him.
Right. Tatum finished with 36, Jaylen Brown 26, Al Horford 15, Drew Holiday 28, Derek White 15. And on the Pacers side, you just highlighted Al. I want to highlight Miles Turner, man. Miles Turner played lights out yesterday, even though they fell short. He had 23. Naismith 14, Siakam 24. Siakam.
I thought he was gonna bum it up. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean that mid range is looking real crisp. Halliburton 25, and Obi 15. But I want to pose this question to you guys, and talking about the route that both teams took between the Pacers and Celtics. Pacers, going against the Knicks, and round one was the Milwaukee Bucks. And on the opposite side, Celtics played the Heat and Cavs. And the teams that they played against were injury prone. The Knicks fell apart. Jimmy Butler-less Miami. Which called a kid out there, the Cavs. Donovan Mitchell and Jared Allen. And the question is, fellas, and to No Credit Fam out there, is this the easiest route for both teams?
Was
this the easiest route? I feel like it was.
Yeah, it was. When you're not playing the best players, literally, let's start with Indiana. The best players did not play. Giannis was out for that whole series.
Yes. Yeah.
And then Dame, I thought he was going OTA. I saw the Achilles injury. I was like, you don't want to push that anymore. Mm-hmm. So if they would have lost to Milwaukee without the best players, then they showed me how bad they are. But they did it. You moved on to the next round. They came into that series, they went down 2-0. Mm-hmm. But then unfortunately luck played on their side. And I think regardless of all this, I don't want to take away nothing from both teams, but luck definitely plays a huge factor in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. And no matter where you at, even in NFL, MLB, the luck part is like staying healthy. We all had high hopes. I don't know if this towel should be here right now, but we still gonna represent it. It had a great season. Yeah. But
left it on the court, man.
Every game, the Knicks started losing players.
Yeah.
Miraculously, Jalen got hurt and came back with that foot injury / groin. I don't know what that was. That was really weird. Mm-hmm. He came back, but I just knew. I know how I feel about Tom and playing guys so crazy. But they lost OG with that hamstring.
Yes.
Mitchell Robinson was in the last series when Embiid took out his ankle.
Crazy.
Randall been out. Bogdanovich was out towards the end of the season. You lose Brunson and Hart basically. Hart, I had him down on him straight before from doing sit-ups, and you just really got, you got to let it breathe. You just got to let it breathe and chill.
Especially when you stretch up, it's just tight.
And then, when I seen him scratching, I was like, I felt that.
That's not a great feeling.
I was like, I felt that before.
I don't know how he had enough strength to play.
He wasn't himself. So the Knicks fell apart. To me, I think whoever wins this series, whoever gets hurt first.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's about longevity in the playoffs. I mean,
Yeah.
KP's already out for Boston, but you look at their road. Tyler Herro still wasn't himself for Miami.
Right.
Obviously, Jimmy Butler's the heart and soul of that team, so they kind of got to pass on that.
No Terry Rozier.
Rozier, that's right, he was also out, so they got a break. I think second round they got a little bit tested. I think Cleveland won game 2. Donovan Mitchell looked like he was getting back to that all-star form, and then he doesn't play the rest of the series. You already mentioned Jarrett Allen.
He didn't play the whole series.
For some reason they couldn't guard Evan Mobley, which was funny. But it just comes down to health and who's able to stay on the court. I mean, we always talk about the Bucks Nets a couple years ago when Kyrie injured his ankle.
Giannis took him out.
Harden was out. Injuries at this time of year, it really is who could stay the most conditioned and most healthy towards June. And the teams that are still alive have benefited from it. But I'll give kudos to Halliburton.
Yeah.
I think he's he's a little too inconsistent for my liking though. But when he does play at that 20+ 8 assists kind of level, you see the team thrives off his energy. And
Right.
I think Rick Carlisle's doing a good job in Indiana. He has them coached up pretty well. I didn't expect the game 1 to go into overtime. I thought it'd be a blowout, considering they just completed a 7-game series. But show up on the road, game 1, give it your all, and go to overtime. But I think Boston is going to take that series.
This is tough, fellas, and I agree with both of y'all. But just touch on going back to the series between Pacers and Celtics and who's going to win this series. It just comes down to the little plays, like you just said. You should have stopped. And it shouldn't have to take for the coach to come into the press conference and say it's all my fault. Like, you need to make that call when it's time to make that call.
Right there.
Because now you're down 1-0.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And also the immaturity. I won't say immaturity, but like the youngness.
Inexperience.
Inexperience. That's a better word, better choice of words. Inexperience with Halliburton. Turnovers, Siakam turnover with that inbound play. And then when JB made that tied three.
It's even scarier. He could have potentially fouled JB. That would have been a 4-point play.
It looked like he did.
It did. He
At first, it looked like he hit his forearm a little bit, and then he just put his hand behind his back.
That could have been 4 points.
Maybe it wasn't a no call.
Right.
Yeah.
That could have been game. Forget overtime. Game.
I mean, look, Indiana does a good job of sticking around, and then a lot of people have Boston in 4 or 5. I would say Indiana could win 2 games.
Yeah, I mean,
They can't.
To me, that game proved that they can.
They're gonna hang with the big. And then,
Right.
considering, like you said, Al Horford's getting picked on. If you're Porzingis, if he's not back by game 4 or 5, do you even consider bringing him back for the series?
I wouldn't.
Because I wouldn't want to exercise him, bring him back, and then have him go down before the finals.
Why would? Because just for condition.
Yeah,
The reason being back, you getting your legs back in the finals is kind of crazy.
it happens before though. I've seen it before.
I mean, yeah, but I don't trust him to just find
Giannis against the Suns, he came back.
Giannis, KP, MVP. What was the highest thing?
17 to 10.
He was
No
he was
disrespect.
all-star.
No disrespect. See how you see how I got disrespect?
No, I'm just saying he was an all-star, right? He was an all-star.
17 to 10.
Yeah.
Was he an all-star, one boy?
Bro, he was a unicorn, bro.
Yes.
Okay, was he an all-star? I think so.
But that year that he tore his ACL, he was an
All-Star.
all-star.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, before he tore his
Giannis
ACL.
is up here.
Yeah.
If they bring back the jackets at the All-Star game, it's gonna look crazy. But I'll try to. If this series goes past 5, I will try to play him. Just so you
Just
can
get his condition.
especially against that team. Get your legs under you.
So
But,
what does the Celtics need to do better? Because this was a close game. Obviously went into overtime.
They gotta come out. And,
It's a psyche thing.
I was gonna say mentality. They gotta be able to punch the
I-
opposition in the mouth, bro.
I feel it again. I said it.
Being
I
too
think
nice.
earlier or maybe off the air. Al Horford to me set the tone early. When he came out hopping, when the old man's coming out hitting shots, jumping around hopping, y'all gotta bring it.
Yeah, a lot.
Bring it
They look
like
too
that.
cool for school.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, oh, this team young, but this is the same team I think that beat them in the in-season tournament,
I believe so.
if I'm correct.
Yeah.
So, to me, it's like, stop playing with your food. Y'all been doing this every single series so far.
This is a clean slate for them, though.
We say that too, but then again, what they do, they
I'm
lose
just
game
talking
2.
in terms of opponents, like.
We said that against Miami.
True. But Tatum has seen LeBron. He's seen
Yeah.
Trae Young. He's seen Embiid. But this team, could you even name their starting five before the last series? Like they are a very young team.
Yeah.
But those are the teams that they come in with house money. They have nothing to lose.
To have the best record in the league, to be a favorite. To me, I always think about the Warriors in that time of domination. They ran through the playoffs. They didn't play with nobody. Get out of here. If y'all not coming to play, get out of here.
Yeah. So they need a sweep though.
Yeah, but the problem is, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Defensively though, they have a little mishaps though. That would be my other thing. So mentality is one thing, but also defense.
Siakam.
Should not let Tyrese Halliburton get easy looks.
Yeah.
Miles Turner looked like DeMarcus Cousins last night. I don't know if that's gonna be vindictive of who he is, but you need more intensity on defense. Like I said, you can't have Al year 19, 18?
Starting off the first quarter.
Year 16, we'll say for Al.
Setting the tone.
Yeah, we can't have him. I think Tatum and Brown need to come together. Like I said, deliver that punch. If you want championships, you need to deliver that punch. We all knew when Steph and Dre had that look. Clay, locked in, focused. A little too casual for me.
Yeah, I'm saying show your dominance because you're gonna listen. To me, the reason I say this now, you're gonna lose in the finals again if you stay like this. Because one of these teams in the West, they hungry, in my opinion. Like I feel like either T-Wolves or Dallas, whoever makes it out, they wanted more in my opinion. The way they play, they wanted more. And I'm getting Boston's like we've been here already won, and second is like we better than everybody, so why take it serious?
Sometimes teams think they could do that switch, flip the switch a little bit. It doesn't work. I don't think it works either.
Especially if that team is still hitting shots, we'll switch.
Yeah, I think game 2 they'll blow them out though.
Again, we thought about that, but again,
I see it.
I'm sure the game 1, like we gonna win this later, is always a fill-out process.
Yeah.
What advantages or disadvantages do we have? And I think Indiana's gonna try to exploit that. As long as Al's there, he's gonna be in every pick and roll, and gonna ISO him. And then the pace, to me, I think the X factor is Drew Holiday, man.
X factor, Drew Holiday. My X factor for the Pacers is TJ McConnell.
Yeah.
His energy that he brings off the bench, he picks up the pace for the Pacers.
That's a little matchup right there, man.
Yeah.
They 6'2". I thought they were like 5'11".
Nah, it's like pickup.
Yeah. We've been to a wreck with those kind of guys, man. They pick you up 94 feet.
Facts.
Bounce pass, close out, shot.
Put them on your head.
Shot. Contest.
Yeah, we're gonna see, man. I think hopefully Boston should dominate, but I don't trust them.
Talk to us in the comment section, YouTube, Instagram.
Yes.
Man, mix and mingle with us. You know, we want to talk to y'all. Talk to us, man.
Appreciate the engagement.
Yes, continue to engage with us. Like, share, subscribe. We love y'all. And that's a wrap for EP 15. We're going to catch y'all in the next one.
Peace.